It's your gearhead, Mr. Logic, and I have my lovely co-host.
It's Nate, you guys. Dun dun dun.
Hello, how are you? Today, we bring to you scary stories and scarier facts about life.
Scared those
See,
facts
the
away.
problem I have with you, Michelle, is you sound more like a Russian than a how you say a Frenchman.
Comrade, is what I tell you is when I come here from Russia, okay, I left my cousin Vladimir back there, and he told me, you go to America, you get on a podcast, and you tell them about our pain, and that's just what I'm going to do.
I just like croissants. Croissants with extra butter. Okay, so as you guys know, make sure if this is your first time, you hit that like and subscribe button, yo. And as you know, this is one thing for sure, two things for certain. All right, so
Come on now.
I decided to dress up. My team decided to dress up. You know what I'm saying? I'm always told I look like a bear, so I chose a bear. I don't know what type of bear. It looks like a suicidal bear. We're gonna call it a suicide bear. He got an eye and a star for an eye. I don't listen. I got a compliment. They say I look cute today. I'm gonna take it and run with it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm happy
For
with
the
that.
next 20 years, actually.
Right?
That compliment
is gonna hold for like a minute. You know.
That's what's
again,
holding your self-esteem together.
yeah. Fuck it. It's small, but it helps. She said I was cute. Okay.
Yeah. So now when you
10
come in the
years
morning,
later,
you're
yeah.
like,
Hey, man, you know what?
that just goes to show that you really do make someone's day when you give them compliments. So don't be afraid to
Only
just...
if you're attractive. Only if you're attractive.
Shut the fuck up,
Otherwise,
Adrian.
it's not.
No.
You do not remember it.
Listen,
You do not remember
I
it.
consider myself a 4. So when I get a compliment,
But like a
I'm
compliment...
like, yeah.
But like a compliment doesn't have to be like, oh wow, you look good today. It could just be like, oh, like I like the hair or the new haircut's good.
I'll take
or, oh,
it.
nice
It is.
shirt.
I don't like compliments.
Absolutely.
But you know what? I don't like compliments from women who I know are whores.
You feel
That
me?
irritates
Because
the
it-
crap out of me
it doesn't
because
mean
I'm not to be
anything.
hustled by you.
Yes.
You're trying to
doesn't mean
butter me
anything.
up. Okay, there's a whole other bunch of guys in here. I'm not the cutest man in the room. I know I'm not.
So then when
What do you
come to
want? What do you want? Okay,
I feel him.
what do you want? Okay, you say that to everybody.
Jesus
It
Christ.
has no merit. It holds no balance.
Starts crying, breaks down right there. You never really wanted me.
Yeah, like fuck. But as we carry tradition, you know what? I'm in a giddy up mood. I have, you know what? How's your week?
Okay, fine. We will save the best for last. You know, that's what we always do.
Mm.
But my week, it was meh. You know, honestly, I think the best part of my week was being at work. First thing in the morning, my internal systems are down in the poops, aren't working. Zilch. And that was amazing because every customer that came in would be like, sorry, we can't help you at all. Because
Did
their
you say it
systems
with a
aren't
smile?
working. Of course. Of
Service
course,
with a
you
smile.
guys.
Hey,
This
I
is
know you need to
between the
pay this
comforts
bill
of
right now,
us,
but we
like-
can't help you.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry about your power getting cut
No,
out.
in the outside, I was like, hi, good morning. How are you? What can I help you with today? Unfortunately, our systems are down. We can't help you. Please come back later, try again. Very, very, very nice, very apologetic. But in the inside, I was like, yeah, bitch, go away. Go away. I don't want to work right now.
So much violence.
And then I was like, yes, no one in the branch. And it was pretty much, it came back after half a day. And then the rest of the day was pretty slow. But it was great. That was like the highlight of my week, you guys.
That's like when you ever seen that video where it shows like a whole bunch of black people in the drive-thru at Popeyes and they run out of chicken? What do you mean you ran out of chicken? Yeah, y'all knew you were going to have to sell you ran out of chicken. And then they go to the one white dude in the van. He's like, guess we're not having chicken. That's pizza. That's fine. And it's like,
God.
dog,
I remember that
it's
one.
like, damn, dog. It's like, already we look bad because you're tripping over chicken.
Dude.
And the one dude with the most reasonable answer is like, I guess we get pizza. But one dude is like, I'm calling corporate right now. I need my chicken. And I'm like, bro, stop. Get some help. That's it. That's it. How was your week, G?
So bad. It was fun. It's been fun. I've just been working, just staying under the radar, trying to get a little bit of free.
I heard from a bluebird, man. You know what I'm saying? You putting in work, dog. What's up?
Hey, man,
Adrian has a girl.
that little bluebird
Adrian
talk
has
too
a
much. I'm gonna
girlfriend.
catch you. I'm gonna slit your throat, mother. No. Hey,
It's a
so
bird, man.
hey, That's a snitch now. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, so I have a friend introduced me to a friend, and I'm not.
Don't you love that?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like a rite of passage. Like it's awkward, but it's not awkward uncomfortable.
I
It's
see
awkward,
something
like,
in you.
okay, let's see what's good.
So yeah, it's just like to you get that person. Like I see something in you that's good enough to
Told her
this
about your
person
third
that's
nipple.
been. Hey, bro.
I wasn't supposed to say
They
that.
canceled.
Was I?
They canceled. Sorry, never mind.
My bad.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't mean to put
I don't
that
want-
out there.
I don't want to talk anymore.
I mean, some people find that sexy. I don't
I'm sad
personally.
now.
I think it's gross.
I'm
but
depressed. I'm so sad that you said that.
but
But on the bright side, I met her today. It was just cool. And she's like my same personality. So it was literally like talking to myself. It was just like,
You're in the mirror and you're like,
what?
so you guys have similar personalities.
Yeah, it was like we put on Impractical Joke and it basically lasted the same thing. We like she had the same kind of like slick comments back and forth. I was just like, that's like,
Isn't it nice
yeah, it was
that
cool.
you can actually vibe with somebody? Like it's nothing serious.
No,
but it's
not
nice
serious and it's
when you
not
get
sexual.
to
It is just so
chill with the
fun,
opposite
yeah.
sex and it's a vibe. No disrespect to the homies. I chill with my homies. We make fun of each other, but when you're chilling with a
Man.
girl who can actually be funny and say shit that's funny and chill, relax,
Yeah,
and there's
bro,
no
it's-
tension there.
Because now
It's a
you're
great
looking at her
vibe.
like a wife. So now you're like, we can hang
I
out.
didn't say all
Hold
of that.
on now, listen. I ain't say y'all gonna get married. You feel me? I ain't say you guys are gonna get sexual. I said when you find a woman that is like has the qualities that you like enough to hang out with, you start looking at her with some potential. You know what I mean? You gotta move on it, but you're gonna be like, I'm gonna treat you good and nice and stuff because damn, I mean, like, you could be one that maybe, maybe in the right circumstance, because we all do it. Yo, that is incredibly loud. I think the neighbors heard that rapper coming off though.
Well, I will say this. Congrats. Even though it's just in the wind, it's like I said, bro, it's dope when you get introduced to new people because what that does, it's like networking, you don't know what it's gonna be,
Hell yeah,
but at
bro.
the same
I'm trying to
time,
sell her music video package realistically. That's all I'm in it for.
okay, Mr. Hustler, don't sleep. Shit. He's like, I'm all about the Benjamins, baby. Well, my week, all right, here we go. My week has been hell and awesome. I made 17 years in the company I work for. I'm proud of myself on that one. Started in 2006. I had hair down to my neck, and I'm balder than a baby's ass right now. With that being said, amongst everything, I ended up basically advancing in a manner that I wanted to. So I'm happy with that. Honestly, again, we talked last time about my anniversary regarding my accident. It's like the month of October is really weird for me because it's like you're right there on the rift where you feel like fall and you feel the weather change and it's like real pleasant and then it gets hot and then it's pleasant again and then it gets hot. And with my dumb ass, my AC works when it needs to. No, it works when it wants to. So this month has definitely been something that I'm happy because the end of the year is almost here. You know what I'm saying? And as I reflect on that, it's dope. We made a lot of progress, guys. I don't know about you. I can speak for myself. I made a lot of fucking progress. I know my brother Saga made a lot of progress. You made a lot of progress. You have made a lot of progress. We all have. Luz has made a lot of progress. Whether it was a job change, whether it was basically a situation going on with school, a new friend that you met, a new avenue for you to basically make income. Like these are things that despite all the things that be going sideways, we have something to be thankful for. You know what I'm saying? Thank God we ain't like everyone else. Like, I don't know if y'all heard about France. They got a bed bug problem.
France?
Yeah, like how bad does a bed bug problem have to be to go like on the news, like world news?
Bro, that is so crazy.
They stinky.
They stinky. But like everything else, yo, my week has been dope. I'm actually got a small little competition going on. So at work, we're gonna do like a potluck, and this is where me and my mom's is gonna throw down. You know, your boy gonna make some griot. We gonna make some pickles. We gonna make some Jean rice and griot sauce. And listen,
Yummy.
It's like my final parting ways with my store before I go on to my next journey. So I'm happy with that, man. And honestly, another thing which was crazy that I learned this week, man. I almost got into a fight. I literally almost got into a fist fight
Punch him out.
at Amp Fitness. So,
Dude, I'm not surprised.
I really want to say this, and this is just going to be an advisory for people, and it's not about tough guys. Gentlemen, you got to understand, you don't roll up on nobody, whether you think you could take them, whether you think they could take, like, you have to be respectful. Long story short, I'm on the phone at the gym in my uniform talking. I ate my food, I'm drinking water. Buddy comes up on me all trying to peacock and shit, like, let me see your ID. So I'm like, who the fuck are you? He's like, I work here. I'm like, well, you don't have a uniform and I'm not showing you my ID. What's the problem? Oh, you're here in jeans. You can't be working out. I'm like, my man, did you see me touch any weights? I'm literally talking on the phone. And this is where you have to understand like how you want to handle it, because I can honestly say the younger me, oh yeah, what the 5 hands say to the face? Like, it's going to be one of those. But then you also have to look at, I'm in my work clothes, so I represent my company. This could basically double back. So you have to move smart. There's a saying, the pen is mightier than the sword. So I'm going to hit him where it hurts. Your behavior was not acceptable. You harass me. And then on top of that, you try to put an authority check on me where it wasn't warranted because you want out your way. You can't, I feel like, especially in today's world, people are way too comfortable thinking that their actions have no repercussions. You don't challenge somebody, you don't disrespect them, because the proper way he should have done it, in my opinion, is if you think somebody doesn't belong there, you wait for them to finish what they're doing. Number one, you don't abruptly interrupt them while they're talking on the phone. It's like, hey, how you doing? My name is so-and-so. I work for the gym. I noticed that you're moving around. I haven't seen you before. I just want to verify that you're a member here. You know, you have to be cautious of how
don't
you...
be a dick about it.
Because, like, the thing is, if you become a dick about it, guess what happens? That person's going to match your energy. And you're going to lose every single time because you want out your way to create a problem.
Yo, the amount of people that go to the gym in jeans, I shit you not. I saw a guy in a Spider-Man onesie at the gym.
What's wrong with that?
Like, and then he's giving you crap for wearing jeans? Like, come on, bro.
Well,
That's
his
dumb.
whole reason was my jeans are going to rip the chairs on their equipment. That was his argument, that the friction from my jeans is going to destroy. So here's where I had to check him. I was like, number one, you're harassing me. As soon as I said he's harassing me, it's like now hands up like a robber. I'm not harassing. Yeah, the fuck you are, bro. You came out of left field bothering me about something. And here's where it gets even crazier. At the time I'm at the gym, you could only get in if you got the damn code on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason to ask me if I go here because that's the only way I got in this bitch.
True.
2, I said, there is no dress code enforced. And he's like, oh, but you were drinking. I'm like, I'm drinking water. He's like, oh, but you could spill it.
Dude.
And his argument is, oh, it needs to be in a proper container. I was like, bro, you could drop your water right now and spill it. What is the difference? I was like, yo, you're reaching at this point. And then.
Why did it feel racist?
It did. Honestly, it did. It felt racially motivated. But at the same time, you have to rise above that, because if I play into that factor, I lose as well. So I'm going to basically give the benefit of the doubt. But then what really got shit crazy is I'm telling him, you guys didn't learn off the last guy. And he's like, excuse me? I was like, listen, bro, I go to Doral. And he's like, I don't give a fuck about Doral. I'm the manager here. I'm like, you're the manager here. So I say so-and-so's name. And he's like, then he tightens up. I'm like, yeah, the last kid who tried this, he no longer works here. And that's when he's like trying to double down. And it's like, I'm not trying to threaten your job, but your actions have consequences. You're not talking to a child. You're talking to another grown man. And that's where people have to understand how you move out here in these streets, whether you like it or not. Be careful. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people are capable of. You literally will get fucked up out here if you're not smart about it. So to the gentleman who basically tried to irritate me and get a rise out of me, you failed. Because thank God I have learned how to navigate and move around. But other than that, I had a great fucking week so far, man.
Glad, man.
I had a great week. I'm happy for you, though. Like, I'm really happy for you. You know why?
Mm.
Let me tell you why I'm happy for you. You're doing what you love. You have a craft, and you in your own lane. You get what I'm saying? And then, excuse me, also the gift that you got, that's mad love. It ain't the best, but it's mad love. And then, you know, I hope you get to network and you something, you know, what we talked about earlier grows into something and politics into something bigger. With that being said,
appreciate you.
okay, let us know how you guys are doing. How's your week going, man? We want to hear from you. Matter of fact, Lewis on the one and O's, man. How's your week? Show your face.
Set 2 thumbs up.
Oh wait, put your onesie on real quick.
Put
and
your
then show
onesie
the
on and
audience.
show them.
You guys, we has onesies. All of
they
us.
left me out of the memo. So
No,
it
no,
was
no,
literally in the
no,
group
no, no, no.
chat.
It was in
Was
the
it
group
in the
chat.
group chat?
Yes, it was.
yes, it was.
No, no, you can't say I'm joking. No, you can't say that.
JK.
Mm-hmm.
JK.
If you had to participate, what would you have dressed as?
Oh, me 100% would have been.
That was a hard 100%.
Yeah. I would have been a Michael Myers.
Jason, can you hold my hand because I can't see anything?
Okay, turn around. And then- Where are
Wait, I
you
can't
going?
see anything.
Okay, squat. You're right there. Perfect. Boo.
There you go.
Scary noises. That's Lewis's one.
I honestly, y'all gonna laugh at me. I asked him what the fuck is he because he looks like a Christmas tree. Like I thought he was like from the Grinch or something.
Right.
But what's his name? Boogie Woogie?
Oogie boogie.
Oogie
Woogie,
Woogie.
woogie, woogie.
Oogie Boogie or
Boogie.
Oogie Woogie?
Oogie
Get-
boogie.
Boogie.
Oogie Boogie.
Boogie. What is it?
What is
Boogie with
he?
it?
Boogie. He's a
Jason.
sack.
I'm just asking, like, what is
He is
he?
a sack.
He's a sack.
He's a sack.
Just an evil sack.
I'm an evil sack.
A sack of shit? A sack of
sack.
evil?
Sack of evil.
Bad
Any
sack.
type of sack.
A bulb sack.
All sacks.
Don't.
All flag.
Yeah. Sack of chihuahuas.
These
Sack of
nuts.
Joey.
Too much. So, Nate, please
Okay.
take us into our first topic, please. Yo, I ain't going for it, yo. Real shit. I like this costume, bro. Like it.
Nah, you're not gonna tell me to jump into it and then just not take it away. Take it away.
Yeah, you right.
Anyways,
All up in the Kool-Aid ain't no flavor though.
we're gonna start off
What flavor was it?
with an Am I the Asshole, and then we're gonna get into a scary story, you guys. Okay, so stay tuned because it's scary.
It's gonna be scary. You know, one time you want to hear a quick horror story?
No,
Real quick, real quick, real quick.
No, because
you
I'm
don't
trying
have
to say
quick.
it. And you're so
30 minutes is what your stories are.
No, I promise. This is 2 minutes. Yo, long story, yo. I was messing with a shorty, right? And I swear to God, when she invited me to the crib, I was like, yo, what is that noise? And she's like, nothing. It's just us home alone. I'm like, no, it's not, yo. Like, there's someone here. I could have sworn, like, maybe she had, like, somebody set me up to try to rob me or some shit. Whatever. We do our thing. Yo, 2 weeks later, she tells me the most terrifying, the most scariest shit ever. She's like, you remember when you heard that sound? Yeah. I'm like, oh, guess what? I'm like, what? I'm late. Late for what?
Oh,
And she said her period was late. And dude, my heart
No
sank.
way.
That was so frightening. I'm like, yo, I'm stuck with this girl forever, bro. My life is over. And then it
The
came,
horror.
yeah, and then it came like 4 days later.
Oh my God, Jason. For those of you wondering, I made Adrian disappear. So
On a serious note, you really like Halloween?
I like it. My mom, she took me and my brother out trick or treating every year when we were a kid. We dressed up. We got collected candy.
As a Haitian, my mom said we can go to church or we could pray. We do not celebrate the Devil's Day. I was not able to celebrate Halloween till I reached 24, 23, 23,
Damn.
24.
Oh my God, Jason.
Yo, my mom don't play, yo.
I feel you.
Can you imagine
I mean,
getting stories of like voodoo and people turning into
Ugh.
cows and chickens before your eyes and evil spirits and all that shit? My mom made sure that Halloween was, yo, if you came to my house trick-or-treating, you might get doused in holy oil. Like my mom is that person.
that's fucking crazy.
Like she,
No way.
Yeah, we didn't get no candy. We.
I mean, my mom, she's religious, but she doesn't,
Your mom's sweet,
She's very sweet,
but she's
she
also
saw
a gangster.
she saw Halloween like just as like a fun thing kids do, and you know, she wanted us to have fun, so she's like, okay, like get your free candy and go out with your friends. Oh, you guys look so cute in your costumes. Like it was just something innocent that she just wanted to give to us. But
But
she did take us to church every Sunday, like, you know,
Yeah, that was my
always
mom,
telling
too.
us, like, and she prayed with us every night, always, you know, giving us like good motivational quotes, like just, you know, being a good mom.
being a great mom.
Yeah.
My mom used to basically be so strict until my brother had his kids. Then she thought it was cute. And it's like, damn, when we were kids, we couldn't do this shit. Now the grandkids, they got the luxury. It's really, yo,
It's modern times, Jason.
yeah, we went through the fire for them.
Yeah.
Now, sorry to so rudely, abruptly interrupt you.
okay.
I'm sorry. I have ADD.
LOL.
I need an adult.
Anyways, okay, so
Hold on. Louis, put on your damn suit. If you're gonna listen,
It's hot.
I don't care. If we all suffer together, homie. Okay, we all suffer.
It's fucking hot.
It
You guys
damn
can see
is,
right now, it's
yo.
funny.
Right now, I'm cooking in this bitch.
Yo,
I'm feeling like-
I'm cozy.
Yes.
I'm doing just fine, you
You don't have
guys.
to put the hood, but you're gonna suffer like the rest of us. Right now, I'm making myself extra salty. Feel bad for the shorty that meets me after tonight. Really seals the flavor.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
okay. Am I the asshole?
You just call me an asshole?
No.
Yes.
I said, am I the asshole? I'm
Oh.
leading off the introduction. Why is it so hard for us to start something?
Because my ADD is kicking in real bad. Like I
God.
really am liking my suit.
Anyways, am I the asshole for not feeling bad after filming a rape scene?
Hold on. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to say that again. Say that again.
I said, am I the asshole for not feeling bad after filming a rape scene?
Oh, hold up. Okay. Shit. This took a dark turn.
I, 19 male, am an actor. I'm currently acting in a film where, among other things, my character rapes another character. Today we started doing takes for said scene, and beforehand I made sure to check in with the girl I'm acting with to make sure she's okay with everything. She was fine and overall very professional, and I think I was too. Afterwards, one of the cast members came by and asked if I needed to talk about anything. I said no and asked why, and she said usually actors feel horrible and dirty after filming these scenes.
They're porn stars.
I felt fine, honestly. Not horrible, not great, just the same as filming any other scene, and said so. She looked shocked and said I was the asshole for filming such a gruesome scene and acting so horribly and not feeling anything. I think the key word here is acting. I was acting like like a rapist per a script.
Okay.
I know I'm not actually one, so why would I feel horrible? Am I the asshole?
Okay. I'm sorry. Is this like an actual like movie, or they're doing like a porn thing here? I'm a little bit lost.
He doesn't state that it's like either porn or just a regular movie. Like
So-
he doesn't
so-
specifically state that.
So he's an actor, she's an actor, and they
Yes.
carry out
A
a
scene.
rape scene
That's happening in like
that's
a movie
happening
or whatever.
and happening in the movie, and she's mad at him because he doesn't feel no type of way regarding it because he was in acting mode.
Yes, I guess the way that they're taking it is, you know, you have men who, you know, feel horrible. They have a conscience. They're like, no, I feel so horrible. You know, even if they're an actor and they, you know, pretend, they still feel bad. You know, you see one's emotions, you mimic them, and you have severe
Trauma,
empathy for them.
Yeah. It could trigger something.
Right. And so, but then you have some people who aren't so in touch with their emotions and their empathetic side. So, you know,
Like dark
people-
humor.
I guess just not, you know, people feel more empathy towards others in
Mhm.
comparison to people who, you know, who feel less of it. Like they
Yeah.
barely feel it at all. It really just depends on the person. So I feel like in this case, maybe he's like one of those, you know, I have no need and no addiction to addiction. I'm so sorry. Like no need to want to rape someone because that's like my my
Yeah, he has no
darkest
convictions
desire.
to it.
He has no convictions to it, but like because he's forced to pretend to be in a scene where he has to be like a rapist, he's just like totally neutral. He's like, well, I don't feel bad about it. It's fine.
Well,
And that's kind of a red flag, like a hidden red flag that you don't really
Mhm.
see until like this specific scenario, because then that just goes to show, what if this person were to just break down one day? They
I mean-
turned it off, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
they're capable of a lot of things that they didn't think they were capable of.
well, here's the thing, right? If I may be honest, I don't think he's an asshole because again, it's acted. You get what I'm saying? And I do know that when it comes to acting, we've seen plenty of cases where it gets too real for the actor or actress sometimes. Perfect prime example was Heath Ledger when he was the Joker. It was a very dark scene and it basically gave him nightmares. That was one of the statements that was made before his untimely death, where they get so in sync, they become the character that they are. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I can't say he's an asshole because it's a script. It's not real.
Right.
And maybe, and the reason why I bring that up is maybe Shorty, who was acting with him, is so in touch with the role
Right.
that she feels that it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like she's thinking deeper
get you.
into it because she's more committed to the role. And I guess she could feel some type of way that he's not looking at it from her perspective. And let's be honest, this is rape we're talking about. It's a rape scene.
Mhm.
So I think that's a delicate situation on the female side, just due to the fact that if you're a person who's gone through some trauma, especially any sexual trauma, that can actually open up some doors you thought that you closed. So
Mhm.
that could be something that's triggering it. But to say if he's the asshole, no, it's a
Right.
job. It's a script. It's just be careful what you sign up for.
Right.
Remember the big girl from the movie Precious? The big black girl. She's on American Horror Stories.
Oh,
the new one?
yes.
Did you hear what happened to her?
No.
Okay, so while they were shooting, perfect Halloween time, right? While they were shooting, freaking how do you say they were doing like chants and spells in Latin and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
And Hollywood directors are dumb as shit. There's a demon called Papa Legba, and he's very, very powerful in Haitian culture as a Lugau demon, right? And to the point where, believe it or not, there's a girl who died suspiciously messing around with that shit. Like they don't eat, like she just basically stopped sleeping. She got mentally ill, physically ill, and she ended up dying after indulging into like Ouija boards and talking to spirits. But the actress from American Horror Story started reciting lyrics from Papa Legba for the show, and
No
apparently
way.
she became very ill. Her lips became swollen. She said that she felt there was a dark presence on her. They had to take her to like St. John's Church to bless her and whatnot, and she was scared to come back onto the scene. So I think, be careful what you recite, be careful what
course.
you take on when it comes to acting, because even though we know it's acting, the greatest actors have you convinced that they're this person. So imagine if you're convinced that they're actually this person, they're probably convinced that they're this person too. Because a lot of times, especially in Hollywood, we see so many actors fall off the deep end because they believe they really live in their character. Perfect prime example, there's a kid from Boys in the Hood. Good kid. Imagine a person, Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Imagine a dude like him getting into acting and he's playing a gangster. But he likes it so much, he actually starts indulging into the whole gangster life.
Mm-hmm.
So that ends up happening, falls off the deep end, goes down for a murder, gets locked up, and then gets murdered in a satanic ritual in the prison.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was
Some crazy-
mouthful.
Yeah. But
That's
what do
crazy.
you think about like getting off into the deep end with the whole acting? Do you feel like there's a delicate, thin line that you have to be aware when you, because
I mean, I'm not an actor, so I can't say No, I mean,
like with your friends, like
Yeah, yeah.
cops and robbers?
oh
or
yeah, like for funny, but either way, like, damn it, Jason, I lost my train of thought.
My ADD is getting bad today. I'm sorry. I like your giraffe uniform though.
Thank you. I like my giraffe tail. I have a tail, by the way.
You want to show it? I'm gonna show my toe.
Show your toe because I'm too lazy to stand up.
It looks like
Your only chance to see Jason's butt, you guys.
It looks good.
Stop! I need you to sit down right now. Because that tail
It
that.
looks like a donkey.
Right? It looks like a dingleberry. That's what I was thinking. It looks like a dingleberry.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Funny! Oh my god! Funny story. Today at work, I'm sitting in a desk and there's two customers in front of me with their child. He's like probably like 7,
Mhm.
and he has this like long slinky kind of toy, and he puts it in his pants, and just a little part of it comes out, and he starts doing this, and he's like just laughing, just playing, and his
Shit.
dad has to
In front of
like
everyone?
no, this was inside a desk, like in a little office. So, but I saw him from my peripheral, and I was like, oh my god, and his parents were like, no, they were like laughing, but telling him, you can't do that in public, no. It was kind of funny.
Well, I mean, some kids are innocent. They don't know what they're doing. Some of them do. Some of them do. However, you know, it is what it is. But
Okay, wait, you asked me,
mhm.
what do you think about like the am I the asshole? And I said, you know, it really just depends. Like, cause okay,
What would
I
you
don't-
do in that situation? Like if say that you're
I mean, I would be creeped out. Like, you know, I
But
do a
why-
scene and you can just feel someone's vibe. Like someone's, you know, damn, we just did this rape scene and
Mm-hmm.
your energies, like you don't feel like, I know you're not supposed to feel guilty because it's fake, but as a human being, you
Mhm.
can't help but have emotions of like, oh,
do you think
damn,
it's because he did such like a good job at it? He made her feel like this is
This
something
was
he
real.
would, yeah, like it's something you would actually
Yeah.
do,
because you can
and
tell
he just
like
brushed it off.
if you're working with someone for months, like I
Mhm.
can assuming acting out a movie, like it takes a long time. So you know your co-star and
Yeah.
like you can just feel someone's vibe, whether it's like, whoa, this feels really real. Like if you had a reason to do this,
Mhm.
you do it like well with like no emotion.
I mean, I don't
I think that was the fear. I think the fear
Mm.
was I know you wouldn't do this, but the fact that you showed no emotion, it showed that you were probably capable of it. It's the fear of the unknown.
Mm.
Like, damn,
Okay.
this could happen. Like,
Well, the fear of the unknown is real. And then another great point that you brought up is during the acting, him just brushing it off could honestly probably raise some red flags in her concern. Cause
of
it's like,
course.
this was maybe too easy for you to do. Again,
No, yeah.
there's not much
It-
information given, but
But it goes very deep into like your psyche, like how you
Yeah.
are mentally. You know, if you don't. What was that that little tip where like you yawn in front of a psychopath and they don't yawn back? But like if you yawn in front of a regular person, they yawn because they mimic you. It's like a mirror effect. That's what I heard. Somebody please
So,
debunk
damn,
me if that's
that
like,
would be crazy. Imagine you're eating dinner and shit and you yawn, and the person you're yawning to just looks at you stone cold.
you
Like,
see I'm yawning just thinking about yawning.
I don't want to yawn in front of somebody. What about like if the person doesn't yawn, that means he's a serial killer? Psychopath. Well, you heard the question of what a psychopath with the whole funeral question.
Oh.
Okay,
no.
so you taking a course on psychology, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a psychopath question. A lady goes to a funeral, and at the funeral, she sees this drop dead gorgeous man, right? They look at each other, she smiles. 2 weeks later, she kills her sister. Why?
I heard this story on Instagram. The answers, like she killed her sister because she wants to see the guy again.
Yeah, and
You
that's
know?
literally the mind of a psychotic
psychopath.
serial,
Yeah.
not serial killer, but a psychotic.
Like killer. No, well, to give you the answer that I would have gotten that I had when I
Mhm.
first read it was honestly it was more like detective work. Like, oh, you have to, give me details. Like, okay, do they know each other? Like, find it. The majority's answer.
You mean like a normal,
person?
functioning person
When
who's
I-
not a killer?
When
you
I
know?
found out the real answer, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
But
But,
it's
that's
crazy,
dark
ain't it?
because that's not an alternative answer somebody would pick right away.
Right. I mean, apparently there's psychos and serial killers living amongst us like every single day, and we don't even know who they are. Like, it might be your coworker, it might be your neighbor, it could be the mailman,
Dude, that
it
is
could
fucking
be
crazy. Because
like-
like, let's say they only like killing animals, or like they kill somebody, but like let's say they do it once every like few years. Like, you
Well,
don't know.
here's a fun proven fact: serial killers start small and then work their way up big.
Yeah.
So first they start killing small animals like a bird, a squirrel, then they move up to like a cat, a dog,
let me
and
tell
then they
you,
gradually move on to human
into
beings.
humans. Yes,
which
I
is
heard of
crazy.
this. Let me tell you, I've had my fair share of like being around people,
Mhm.
specifically guys that lacked that emotion, you know, very sociopathic, psychopathic
Mhm.
tendencies.
Monotone and shit.
Yes. I've seen and been around just like a few of them,
Mhm.
and some red flags. I mean, given that I'm young, this was obviously when I'm younger, so when you catch it like a teenager doing it, you know, kind of your
Mhm.
age, like it's crazy. But in their behaviors, you know, like, oh, what would you do if you saw this, bro? Oh, I would do this. Oh, and then like those conversations, and they end up with, oh, like, what would you do if you saw a dead person? Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Like,
But-
those types of answers are a little worrisome. And honestly,
yeah, because they're not your standard rebuttal that would come from a person who is essentially would be healthy mentally.
yeah, very confidently saying like, oh, that doesn't creep me out. I find that very interesting, very cool.
You
And then,
ever
like,
you ever met a killer before?
no,
No,
not
I
consciously
have.
you did?
I met plenty killers.
Oh, I
Plenty
mean,
killers. Like
but, like,
here's the-
where?
you know, when you're having problems in school and they take you to like, you know,
Oh,
Scared Straight and shit like that.
yes.
And let me tell you, man,
like these rehab places, not a rehab place, but like a center where
yeah,
there's like,
for at trouble youth.
yeah.
And also I have met, you know, killers in certain jobs I worked. When I was working for the company that I was moving around the United States, a lot of our guys were newly released inmates. This is the only jobs they can get. So I remember I'm picking up Buddy from the airport, and this is in what state was I in? I was in Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
Baltimore. So I pick him up at the airport. Not gonna say his name, confidentiality, and you could just tell when somebody just got out.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the tattoo showed. You could see in their face that they're still trying to adjust. So me, I'm straight to the buck. Like, I'm like, yo, you just got out? How long you been out? And he's like, damn, you could tell. I'm like, yeah, man, you know, there's no judgment here, dog. We all make mistakes, and you know, whatever. If you're not comfortable talking about it, it's cool, no worries. He's like, man, I like you, man. I'm like, dude, mind you, we only been in the car for like fucking 30 minutes. What the fuck you mean you like me? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right,
Oh
dog,
my God.
you know, and he's like, no,
wow.
you talk to me like I'm a human being. You ask me how I feel, like, and then it really makes you think like how on edge
Wow.
they are. So I'm like, yo, how long was your bid? He's like, yo, I did 8 years, man, but I got parole, and right now I'm just trying to get my life back. And he looks at me and there's a quiet. He's like, yo, I'm not going to disrespect you and ask you what you did. He's like, nah, man, I feel comfortable, man. I like you. I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, man. So, you know, I was just chilling. My man's who I thought was my man's, you know, stole my whip, ran up on him, blew his brains out. It was technically self-defense, but I caught additional charges because I shot him multiple times after he was already dead. So, you know, and I had a couple priors and whatnot. Now, here's what messed me up. How he just explained it.
Right.
No emotions. Like as if it was like an idle Tuesday. Like he just like, yeah, I gunned him down. It is what it is. And that's it. And I'm like, dog, you lost like 7.5 years of your life, dog. Like, but it's like they don't have
Dude, that's crazy.
that natural, you know how like you have some type of emotional tie,
yeah.
individuals like that. The dude in the program, apparently, you know what a Cuban divorce is? All right, Cuban divorce is a statement they use down here in Miami where it's like, I'm going to kill you and then kill myself. We're not getting divorced.
Oh,
So
yes.
the person at the, you know, when they take you to trouble, he talked about how he murdered his wife. And it's like the distinction between the two individuals, they had the same demeanor as they explained it. no emotions, monotone. And it's kind of unsettling, to be honest.
Oh my god, that is so creepy.
But final thoughts on the am I
Um,
the asshole?
I don't think he's the asshole, but I think there's a little red flags to be paying attention to. You know, be very wary of people in your life that express those tendencies and just stay away from them. If
Yeah.
you know,
My final thoughts on it, be careful what you sign up for, because again, how you may feel about something may not how I feel, and you could honestly feel some type of way if you're not feeling understood. So I think maybe Shorty might want to look into a different line of work. I'm just, that's all I'm saying, because I definitely don't see how I would be able to do a acting rape scene, whatever. Uti something do. So, as you guys know, we have, are we going to do story?
yes, sir.
Lewis, can you go grab Adrian, please? Because his voice is perfect for this one. So I just want to say,
Andrew's done for the rest. I think he's working right now.
go grab him.
Yeah.
We'll grab
Oh,
him.
just the cameras again.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
We can do it.
Oh yeah.
I thought just the cameras put his
Do you want me to read it then?
Yeah, you read it.
Okay, guys. So
Every time.
Nate put in extra effort, a delight, a surprise. As you know, Halloween is coming up on Tuesday, but because we go live on Fridays, we're gonna share a scary
Special
story.
Scary
with you guys.
story.
Mira, oye, mi inglés, and tú, no, permiso, because the español is bueno, but mi inglés is bad. Meaning, I'm gonna read this story to y'all, but I can't pronounce some words, so don't make fun of me.
I mean, in the
I'm
end, you
gonna try.
said me English is bad, which means my English is bad. But that's okay.
You know what I could say? Señorita, mi corazón goes out to you, hermosa.
Okay. I'm proud of you. Anyways, here's a scary story.
Okay.
Spooky, scary, scary.
And can I dim the lights?
Dim the lights, dim the lights, dim the lights.
Can we dim the lights? Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
Scary scene.
Scary time. In the depths of a decaying abandoned asylum, the darkest hours of a moonless night, a group of curious teenagers decide to explore the rumors that have plagued their small town for decades. They ventured into the asylum with flashlights, tradition, unaware horrors that awaited them. The asylum once had been a place of unspeakable cruelty, where criminally insane were subjected to heinous experiments by a notorious doctor known as the Butcher of Blackwood. The doctor's obsession with the occult led him to perform gruesome rituals seeking to harness the power of demons. As the teenagers roamed the decrepit hallways, their flashlights revealed a bloodstained, rusted restraints and unsettling symbols etched into the walls. Suddenly, a chilling breeze swept through the corridors, extinguishing the lights. Panic set in as they realized they were not alone. From the shadows emerged a demon, his skin black as night, eyes blaring, malevolence. It bore the grotesque marks of countless souls that had claimed over through the centuries. The teens screamed, scrambling to flee, but the demon moved with unnatural speed, picking them off one by one. In the depths of the asylum, they discovered a hidden chamber, a grotesque altar where the doctor had once summoned the demon. They found an ornate dagger, its blade encrusted with the blood of countless victims. The demon's laughter echoed through the chambers as they grasped the weapon. Desperation came. They gave them courage. They fought back, attempting to drive the demon away. In a frenzied struggle, they managed to wound the creature, its dark blood oozing onto the floor. The demon hauled in pain and fury, vanishing into the shadows. At the first ray dawn broke, the surviving teens stumbled out of the asylum, their clothes stained with the blood and their minds scared of the horrors they had witnessed. The asylum remained forever haunted, a place lying between the living and the damned was thin. The malevolent spirits of the doctor's wicked experience and the demons still lurked, The chilling tale of the demon-infested asylum served as a grim warning to those who had dared to delve into the darkness depths of the unknown. A reminder that some horrors should never be disturbed. Okay, can we turn back on the lights because my black ass does not do demons. I gotta give that. That was actually a good storyline.
Guys.
And you did that where? Let them know where you got that from. This is the crazy part.
I got it on ChatGPT, you guys.
Can you imagine? That's the noise it makes, like the demon.
Oh my god, that's creepy as fuck. But that's from a movie. You're getting that from the
I'm
movie.
gonna be honest. You know I have your back, right?
But
But I'm telling you right now, Nate, I love you. If we're ever in a situation, if it's guys on the street, don't worry about it. I got that. But when we're talking about like spirits and shit, you got one time to listen and listen well. We're leaving. Don't pull no white girl hero shit with me. We ain't gonna try to set it free. We're not gonna try to understand it. We're leaving.
understand it.
We are leaving. You want to be G.I. Joe? You fight that bitch. I'm not doing that.
Oh
And
my
if it
God.
came to it, as much as I love you, I'm tripping you. You are the sacrificial lamb.
No way. I don't fucking believe it. Wow.
I'll fight any dude here, any woman living here. You know, I got your back in that sense.
Non-binary person.
But in the spiritual world, Nate, hell's nah. Hell's nah.
We gotta stick together and multiply
For
our
what?
positive energies so that way
Positive
we can
energy.
spook away the spooky, you know?
Spook away the spooky. Now you on your own. You on your own, woman.
Jason.
Okay. So what are your final thoughts about the story? Being that it was the AI created it.
Yeah.
Did you like give it like any instruction or you just said that, yo, make me a good story?
I did. I mean, okay, well, first I said tell me like a scary story or like a scary Halloween story. And it gave me like some ghost story from like the mid 1700s. Like it was just like a regular ghost story. And I'm like, no, this isn't giving scary. So I had to be more specific. Like tell them straight up. Oh, I don't think I have it saved here in my.
I could take you to a scary
in my
place.
Google, but I literally put in
you're down.
tell me a gruesome, horrifying story for Halloween for a Halloween special, and then it gave me that story, and I'm like, oh yeah,
So
that's good.
if you're ever interested, your man Lewis, if he's down, I know a couple spots in South Florida that are they're not like haunted. It's just the aura is scary. Like you'll be on your shit. You have to bring boots and honestly bring a pocket knife as well. It's on Chrome, you know where the asylum is, where the
There's an
naval-
asylum.
Mhm.
No
So
way.
it was called the Asylum, but it's actually a naval base. And we used to go out there all the time. They used to do like paintballing and shit. But if you go even deeper, it's just like a weird, eerie feeling. Like you get to a certain point where you don't even hear crickets anymore. It's just dead silence. And then you hear like that one little crack twig, and then people start freaking. It's some creepy shit.
I don't want to mess with ghosts and spirits, Jason. What if they get attached to you? I don't know how to detach them.
You know what? Let's change topic
I don't wanna
because I'm not trying to do
Fuck
no
around and
soul size.
find out. Yeah, no thanks.
See,
I am about that.
see, it's rubbing off. You see, you give me that.
Yeah.
Shit, we ain't Ghostbusters.
I'm a big baby ass bitch. I don't give a fuck.
You a big baby. Yes. Okay. So, as you guys know,
Oopsies. Oh my god, you can see me on the front camera. Oh, this is great, you guys. Over here. Let me change the
Regular schmegler.
regular. Okay, change the back. Okay.
Yeah, we back now.
Okay, if somebody is, listening, could you please just tell us in the comments that everything
Audio.
is fine? Everything's good?
Audio.
Audio? Can you see us?
Change the audio.
Change the audio.
This is very
Audio.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Okay.
Mike is Black Magic.
spooky, scary skeleton.
You had one job.
I apologize.
Nah, you know I'm joking. Ain't no hey over here. It's all love. Because this next subject's gonna have
Yay.
you upset. Okay.
I was so scared that I accidentally tripped the wire.
All
Dun,
right,
dun, dun.
guys. So check this out, right? As you know, what's been going viral, as you know, we talked about on the last show, Shorty, who basically made an ass of herself because she didn't want to. I'm too beautiful to be taken to the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh
just
my god,
not-
the video, guys!
I'm
I want
not
Cheesecake
just
Factory right now.
anybody. Okay, do you see this, baby?
Cheesecake Factory
Do
is
you
so
see
gas.
how I look? I am not your little friend. Okay. Now, mind you, that's her behavior.
That's so crazy.
Intoxicating. So now women have gathered together and created a list that they say is
Una
not
lista.
acceptable for them to be taken on a date. Being that we have you here, a woman,
Okay.
I want to get your input. So as
Okay.
we attack it, honest input.
Okay.
First thing on the list is it is not acceptable, according to this list created by women, to be taken to the Cheesecake Factory. How does that make you feel?
Buffoonery. That's what it is.
So Cheesecake Factory is a win.
Dude, Cheesecake Factory is so good, you guys. The bread at Cheesecake
The
Factory.
brown one, right?
The brown one specifically, not the
With the
white
butter.
one.
Ooh,
And the butter.
you know how to do the hack? You
What do
ask
you
for
mean?
honey. You ask for honey. You mix it with the butter, and you spread that bitch on there. Yeah.
I
So
don't
let me
know
ask you
what's
this.
I don't know what's a big deal about that.
Cheesecake Factory, man, taking Cheesecake Factory. You fucking with them or what?
Oh my god, I love Cheese Factory. I'd be like, ooh.
So it's okay. So what I'm asking is, when I say, are you fucking with it or not?
Yeah.
Would that impress you to a point where it would generate honest interest in
I
him?
mean, it wouldn't impress me. I wouldn't complain. I'd
Mhm.
be like, I love the Cheesecake Factory because like I've
But
been
you'd be
there. I know the food I
appreciative.
love. I mean, yeah, I'd appreciate it. I'd be like, okay,
Okay.
great. Like I like this place. What would impress me is like if he has a good sense of humor, if he has values.
We know that you're one of the golden eggs. So we're gonna
If he
exempt you
smells
from that.
good, like if he impresses me with his style, I'd be like, damn, good style. You know what I mean?
yes, I do. Okay. Well, okay. The second thing on the list is Applebee's.
Oh,
Didn't we just go to
the dollar
Applebee's?
margaritas, you guys.
Didn't we just go to Applebee's last week? Yo, these shorties is tripping.
Yo,
Like, what can be so
tripping.
bad about Applebee's?
Applebee's is, I
Okay.
mean, I understand that there's only like 3 in Miami.
Right?
there's not
The
a lot.
Homestead- But still, they're saying these places that they listed says it's not acceptable to take a girl out on a date because it's not enough. It's like cheap or
I mean,
It's
okay,
just-
first of all, take me to the Applebee's, let's pregame, and then let's go like somewhere fun, like
fair enough.
in this economy.
Okay. 3, your favorite place, love. Chili's. They are literally hating on Chili's. How are you gonna hate on Chili's?
Love Chili's.
All right. 4, Chipotle.
Chipotle's my life.
You're gonna tell me Chipotle is a problem, ladies?
I mean,
You guys are really upset about a man taking you out to eat.
like,
Do you
okay,
know how
like,
expensive
it can't be-
Chipotle is?
It can't be the main date. Like if you're taking me, hey, let's
It's
go,
just
let's
a
go,
date.
let's go hiking or let's go to the park, like something cute. Okay, let's go on a date, and then if you're hungry after,
Th-
let's get Chipotle after.
all
It
this
depends
is-
on the girl.
This is all first dates. Okay. Olive Garden.
Bro, endless pasta.
And this pasta, and they can fucking do the cheese and scroll that
They
bitch
sell
on.
the cheese grater, you guys. They sell the cheese
and they give
grater.
you free cheese too with the purchase. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. See how we're getting along right now? I really feel like the people who made this list, you guys are miserable. Look at the list continues. The movies. I did see one shorty make a real good call on that because she's like, the movie's not a problem. It's the time. I'm in my 30s. If it's after 9:30, I'm sitting my ass home.
True.
And I felt that.
Yeah.
But the movies, I could see why that could be an issue
It
because
can't be the main date.
it can't because it could and it can't. It depends on the vibe.
Like if it's a
because-
Sunday and they have
yeah.
like they're off Sundays because of their jobs, let's say, okay,
Well-
let's dedicate this day, like let's spend the day together, and they spend the day by doing like it's what the date's for. Let's go on a walk in the park, let's have like a small picnic with snacks.
I'm looking at it from a distance.
and
I
then
think,
after talking, you watch a movie, and then you have dinner after.
but the thing is with the movie, I see why they would say no to movies, and the only reason I can contest to that because it could get touchy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because
yeah, on a
you're
first
there
date.
on a first
I keep
date,
forgetting.
you're not comfortable, and if he tries
Mm-hmm.
to advance on you or he wants you to lay on him, it could get a little rocky. So I could see why the dates wouldn't, like a movie on the first date wouldn't be too ideal. So I could agree with that. Your house, gentlemen.
Our house.
I have always made this statement and I stand by it. Real women make it to your bedroom. Stop being a simp. Just as you got to work for her, make her work for you. This is your castle. This is where you lay your head. Just don't be taking anyone there because you're stupid if you do that. What are your thoughts on that? If a man on the first date wants to take you to his house, what about if he's well
Nope.
mannered, well groomed, and he's successful and okay?
Because I don't know you. I mean, if it was Ray doing the first date, I'd be like,
Hold on. If it was Ray on the first date, you would do it?
I mean, we've already established a friendship. I already knew him.
If you did it.
But if it was someone that I didn't know, obviously I'd be like, no, guy, that's creepy. Why would you take me to your house?
Okay.
Take me somewhere nice.
Number 8, any fast food chain restaurant.
I mean,
What the fuck?
that's not really putting much effort into a first date. Like,
But okay, this is where I have to disagree with you.
I don't know.
If we're chilling and we're getting to know each other, just like we can go get coffee, right?
Okay, wait.
Well, fuck that. We're going to Costco. We're going to go get a hot
the
dog.
hot
We're going
dog.
to go get a pizza. We're going to get a drink. And we're going to walk through the aisles and sample fucking food all over the store and say, like, you know what? Yeah, it looks good. Even though we know we're not going to buy it. And we're going to make a game out of it. Like,
oh my God,
it's
that's
not just
fun.
dating. It's about making things unique. You know
Okay,
what I'm
wait,
saying?
hold up. Because the fast food thing is, like I said, it's not the main date. Like,
This is
like
just the first date.
Before at my Ray, I went on a date with this guy, and like our main thing was just like, going out to get drinks, like talking and stuff, whatever.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, I'm like, damn, I'm hungry. Like, let's go to McDonald's.
Okay.
See,
So-
not main date.
No, it's not. But these people who made this list are stupid because it says any fast food chain. And then they put Buffalo Wild Wings. That's a commercial spot. Wingstops is fast food. Red Lobster?
Oh, you
Y'all
guys.
beefing about Red Lobster?
They have a lobster special right now. You
Lobster
guys.
special. Them cheesy biscuits. Oh my
Damn
God.
biscuits.
I'm
Delicious.
gonna be single for a long time, bro.
I
I'm gonna
mean-
be single. What did you just say?
I said, I mean, that's what I
Mhm,
said. What do you think I
mhm.
said?
I thought you were trying to call me out.
No,
Be nice.
I'm sorry. That will be
Being a
nice.
bully. Red Lobster, a buffet. I'm sorry. Have you
Bro.
ever heard of POC?
You guys.
POC is a buffet in Coral Gables, and it is a high-end fucking all-you-can-eat. They got skirt steaks, sushi,
Oh man.
sashimi,
I want to go to a buffet.
tomahawks
Great.
if in season. And it's not too expensive. It's like $60 per person, but it's worth it. Okay, IHOP.
Dude.
This is where this list kind of messes me up because also it depends what the guy you're dealing with. You ever
Yeah.
heard that saying that, oh yeah, he gave you $200 and I only gave you $100, but he had another $300 in his pocket and the $100 I gave you was all I had?
True.
Like, yo, people
True.
are so superficial about shit.
Yeah.
Denny's, okay.
my
Jim.
God.
Jim, I can't call a date. I don't think I would do that. I
It's
don't
more
think
of
it's
a-
wise.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, okay. There's gym dates, but that's like when you're in an established relationship. You know, like let's go on a
Exactly.
gym day, and
Like,
then
who's
you
gonna
know,
go as the first time date to spot me?
to like
man?
get to know. This is first
Yeah.
dates, you guys.
What about church? I'm against that. I'm against that
I don't
because-
know. I'm not really like super religious like
Mhm.
that. You know, I'm gonna believe in God, but I don't know.
Well, the reason I say no to church, and this is just my opinion, church, don't play with God's name.
Yeah.
Meaning, if I don't really know what's going on, I'm not going to do that because that can make it very emotional and very entangled
It feels
when
dirty.
you start, right?
It just feels dirty.
You don't know the person. I'm not saying you're wrong to bring them on a date to church, but if you don't have clear intentions with each other and it's not there, you're kind of rocky.
It feels like you live with, like, you're an adult, you still live with your parents, and you take a girl home, like, for the very first time that your parents don't know, and you're just like,
I can say that.
I'm just saying, and then you very loudly and obnoxiously like do it with that person, knowing that your parents are listening.
What else am I supposed to do? I put a pillow behind the damn board and try to,
It's just like it's like taking someone to God's house that you don't know you're serious with. I don't know, like that's kind of weird.
Okay, whoever made this list is fucking stupid. Allow me to explain. They put Starbucks and then they said coffee dates. What's the difference? And number one,
LOL.
These women are tripping. Ice cream dates is dope. What are you talking about? Okay.
Ice cream with alcohol, bro. Take them to the Miami Design District. Oh my
Mhm.
god, and they sell this alcoholic ice cream.
Okay. Now, this one I agree with. Family functions. No, you do not do that because
First
they don't
dates,
know. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what this person's going to be
Don't
to
be that
you in your life.
person.
Like,
you go to a
because-
family function, you see your favorite cousin, and they're like, bro, not again. You don't even know
And then
this
it
person.
kind of puts pressure on your date too, because now it's like, oh, the last one wasn't so good. I'm so happy he moved. It's bullshit. It's like uninviting, realistically.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have Netflix movie night.
Netflix and chill. Come on, you guys.
No. See, here's the thing. See, I would do it different. If I'm
Okay.
chilling with a shawty, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to go to my house, but we could just be in the car. I put on Netflix. I got my sound system. We don't know where we're going to go eat. So we just take the drive. You take off your shoes, you get comfortable, and we drive into the night and see what we could find together. I think that's dope because it's an adventure and we got our entertainment and you're able to be at peace. That's just how I look at it, personally speaking. Okay. Long drives. Right after that. What do you think about that? Like, you're
Actually,
interested?
I like, driving. It's better when you, I don't know. I was going to say drive to a destination, but it really just depends because I just love driving for a long time and then talking like with my significant other. And then like, it's been like
therapy.
half an hour and you're like, oh, wow. Like you just love those like late night conversations. And especially when there's food. Oh, come on, happy guest.
Food is awesome.
Food is
Okay.
awesome.
Bowling. What's wrong with bowling?
Oh, there's something so sweet and innocent about bowling.
But what's wrong with these women? They said bowling, not a nightclub. Okay. That blows my mind because 9 out of 10 times people meet each other where?
In a nightclub.
In a nightclub. So you're saying him taking you to a nightclub is not acceptable. The other 25, hookah bar. Taking him to a hookah bar.
But like in a hookah bar, you're literally sitting down and like, depending on the place, like on a nice chair and you're like,
it could be the
smoking.
Oasis or it could be the ghetto one right here around the block.
Right. And then you order, and then like if that place has drinks, like you're talking, getting to know the person. I thought I would think, I've only been to a hookah bar once.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Okay. We have a bar to drink. That's socializing. Remember
Yeah.
World of Beer? That was a dope place to take, a girl you're interested to get to know. This one I could agree with. 27, Waffle
What?
House. You should not be taking no girl to the Waffle House. Hells no.
Waffle House is a place you go to when you
Want to get shot and become a rapper.
That was not what I was going to say.
Okay. And 28, sports event. I disagree. She might want to see a basketball game.
If she's
She
a
might want to
sports fan,
see,
then-
see a game of hockey or
soccer.
or even baseball.
That depends on the person.
Okay. So before we go on to the other list, I want to ask you some questions, being that you're a woman, right?
Ask away.
Thank you.
Ask away.
Hey, cálmate, carón. Shit, chingao. Okay, so being that you hear this list, one of the biggest arguments that's going on social media is women are demanding that men don't take them these places. Okay, that's fine. That's what you like. That's what you don't like. Everyone's entitled to what they don't like, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so now that we have this list, you as a woman, is it safe to say going on this list is why I personally can see why so many modern women are miserable?
Mhm.
because I see only 4 things in this list that are problematic, but everything else is time. If a person is kind enough to take you out and spend time with them, what happened to getting to know the person?
Mhm.
Why do you feel women are like this right now? Truthfully speaking.
Okay, so
And do you think it's toxic? I think it is, but do you think it is?
I think toxic would be a very strong word because a lot of
Okay.
it is deep rooted into like either how you're taught, how you're, unknowingly raised with, or that you're exposed to throughout your life, throughout your childhood, your coming of age. Everything like it leaves imprints on you and an impression. And so a lot of women from different cultures, different backgrounds, they'll want to date a man that's wealthy because maybe their mothers were raised in a very poor setting. So they're like, okay,
They want to do better.
your ambition, do
upgrade.
better for yourself. Like, find a rich husband. Or, some women are raised with, okay, be a good housewife, to a, I guess, like a regular, man, a good, successful man.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of boss girl women who are like, okay, I'm going to find me a man that I want, I can take care of myself, and everyone in between. So I feel like it really depends a lot.
Okay.
It depends on your environment too.
Let me broaden up. Okay. So I agree with you on that sense. And it really does come down to the individual at the end of the day, because, not everything is the same.
Everyone has a reason.
Yeah, everyone has a reason. I just find it like hypocritical because, again, it's always about what I want. We see that more times than before. Like, if you look at our parents, our parents grinded, right?
Mhm.
They were happy for something simple as much as a fucking table being brought up and something from the store just to spend time with, like I'm saying, like a cupcake instead of getting a cake. Appreciative. So I think there's like a divide where we see a generation that is appreciative,
Yeah.
and within the same generation, entitled. And I think the entitlement is why that list came about, because it's really, in my opinion, disrespectful, the fact that you just can't appreciate something nice and kind.
Yeah, it also, if you think about it, like I'm Hispanic and you're Haitian, you're from Caribbean. A lot of people that I know, and it's just sometimes depending like your parents, the country that they're from, let's say majority of those countries are third world countries, or let's say they lived in like a poor neighborhood, some families are well off, but in a case where like maldita pobreza, like you're poor, you are raised in kind of that environment. So to find like you like the mindset is like, okay, like beggars can't be choosers, like don't be picky, find
Appreciate
someone
what you got.
Appreciate what you got, find someone who is like a hard worker. Whereas if you get a lot of like rich folk, generational wealthy folk, their mindsets are a little different in terms of like dating, like
I think they're toxic personally. And the reason why I say I think they're toxic, because you never get the perception of what real value is. The entitlement basically taints it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, imagine you cook for your mans, right? You do it all the time. Then it gets to a point where it's like, yo, damn, you're always cooking the same thing. But what he doesn't know is that's all you can do for him right now. You're tired, you're working, he's doing it. And then I think that's what happens with behavior, because we're in a hookup culture now. So they are going in and out on so many dates. It now has turned into a competition where they don't value the person that they're with. I think that's another thing that's plaguing this whole situation, because, and again, we could talk about the Sims, we could talk about, the users, the Jazzy Bells and whatnot. But how are you supposed to appreciate something when you're constantly going through it? Meaning, how do you wow a woman where this is her everyday life? I think when you date, you have to be somewhat disciplined and not go out all the time, and be careful who you deal with, because now you get accustomed to it and now you can't turn it off. And because you can't turn it off, you're literally closing doors more than you are opening them. You know, a lot of times like, oh, do you see what type of girl I am? What type of men I get? Da da da. This is why I do this and that. I'm like, that was then. This is now. And the same thing with guys is I make money, so you know, it's nothing. You know, saying it was like, but your character is shit. So the list with the guys, you're gonna love this one.
Oh my god, bring it on.
These are the type of women that men should not date. Single mothers. Yeah, right. 2, women with a lot of tattoos. I'm screwed. I love short tattoos. Women who dress provocative. I'm also having a problem because I don't want a woman having her titties and ass out there. But if I know my lady is beautiful, I want her to be presentable, but flawless, if I may explain, right? If my shorty worked out, she got an ass, she got titties, you're not wearing your breast all in out there, but a one-piece dress with the slit that shows your leg and you know while you're in heels, I think that's sexy because it's something to be proud of. Men, stop being insecure. If you know you have a beautiful girl, be within reason, you her protector, but God gave us eyes for a reason, and there's nothing prouder than knowing that you got a beautiful woman by your side who knows how to express herself sexually but respectfully. So that could go both ways.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
sexually but respectfully.
4,
That's a good
sex workers. That means OnlyFans girls, porn stars, strippers. Not to these women. Okay. Now, when it comes to the whole sex worker thing, I understand that you're setting yourself up for failure. And me going out with a stripper before, I could tell you, is very, how do you say? It's
Challenging?
very,
Challenging.
it is challenging because, believe it or not, what people have to understand, most people in a career have a lot of trauma. They gone through some shit. And then also, us men, we're territorial, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first thing that goes through a man's mind is like, why am I going to put this much effort to get to know you? Da, 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 and I could just show up at your job and see your fucking clown hole for free. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that, like, it's hard for a woman who works in an industry to demand respect and value for herself when she already told the world her price. Also, when it comes to porn stars, well, you know, it's not for everyone. People have what they want to do. It is what it is. And then you also have Instagram. Number 5 is Instagram models, bottle girls, and escorts. Why these should not take them out on a date? You as a woman, right? You're on social media. Do you think that's fair that say you're going to avoid women with a large social media following that rules them out, or do you think that's men being insecure? And why?
That's interesting. Like, you
Like
know,
she has a whole bunch of followers. Like
why?
Let's,
Like, is she a content creator? Like, what's her
we'll
theme?
call her a content, not only fans, but like content
like-
creator. Like
right,
she's
yeah.
popular,
Influencer
person.
type and popular. Yeah. That's
Do you
that's
think?
crazy.
do
I
you-
think,
Do you think that falls in insecurity from the man?
yeah, kind of, yeah, because like any person, a woman specifically, let's say she has a large social media following because she's an influencer or a content creator, you know, like a business or whatever.
Okay.
She has a large following for that reason, and you're
That's also how she gets
freaking
her
out about
bag.
it. Of course, that's how a lot of people get paid nowadays, through social media. So like you're freaking out about that.
I
Come
think
on, bro.
that number 5 is not number 5. Number 6 is insecurities, because these are men who made this list.
What
And
does
again,
it say?
Not dating a woman with a large media social media following. But here's the thing: if you're an alpha male and you build, why wouldn't you want a woman with a large following? That way you can network and team up You know what I mean? Like that's why, again, both lists are hypocritical. So here's number 7. This one's crazy. Do not take a woman on a date that has purple hair.
That's oddly specific. What?
Because, well, purple hair, obviously that's not a natural hair color. And it's been statistically proven women who color their hair all types of color usually come from a dark place of trauma. So
I mean,
to look at it that way is like you looking at a guy who has piercings all over his fucking face. It's something to be like, hey, yo, something's going on here. I don't think it's fair. I think that goes based on the individual themselves. This is a biased ass list so far, by the way. And
No,
I'm
right.
honestly saying the misogynistic views is coming out strong on this one. 8, women with a promiscuous friend. Okay. We all have a hoish ass friends, both male and females, okay? I know I got my homeboy. He's a hoe. Nothing
He's
wrong
a
with it.
hoe.
You definitely got a homegirl who you know is pata sucia.
I mean, currently in my life, I don't have any close
But you
girlfriends.
have had.
I have had acquaintances. I don't,
You don't
I
friend hoes?
I already don't have a lot of friends to begin with. I have a close circle of
Don't
close
tell me you
friends.
don't love these hoes.
And then I have, friends that I know well, like,
Oh.
we all have that.
One's gonna get them in their panties in a bunch. Women who travel alone regularly. Here's where I call bullshit on this. What if it's in her job? What
True.
if that's required of her?
Mhm.
This is the whole shit. This is literally lack of confidence. This list was created by men who are very insecure.
That's
a
crazy.
woman that drinks a lot. Well,
I mean,
there's a-
nobody likes an alcoholic.
yeah, but there's a new saying. Women don't cook like their mother, but they could drink like their father. And personally, I would like a shorty who could hang with the homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you can keep up, that's a plus. All right, let's see. Women without fathers. What do you think about that one?
I mean, it's screaming. I don't want to date someone who has like childhood issues. Because if you want to be in a healthy relationship with the other person, it's can has healthy coping mechanisms, then there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I see it as.
No, I feel that. I
Because the
think
same
that's
thing can be said
just-
for men, like mommy issues.
mommy
or-
issues. But here's the thing. To say women without their fathers, that's like, yo, men who are mama boys, that's a problem. Like, it's like lack of accountability is what I'm seeing in this list. Like, it's easy that they're throwing the blame. This list is
Right.
crazy. Then you also have women who party every weekend.
I mean,
If she's young, she's gonna want to live her life.
yeah, and even if she's old, then she's not for you. Like that's it.
Just like what you
So-
said, she's not for you. Oh, this one. Plus-sized, unhealthy women.
Oh, okay.
I agree with that.
Wow.
I fucking agree with that. And let me tell you why. There's thick, but when he says thick, unhealthy women, meaning, bitch, if you listen, if you getting out the car and raise up, it's a problem. Okay,
Oh my
if you got
God,
more
bro.
dimples in your ass than a fucking golf ball, that's a problem.
God.
Okay, if you getting on a scale and that bitch is saying to be continued,
Oh,
that's a problem. If you are breathing like Chinese paws having sex with a fucking Frenchie dog, that is a problem.
wow.
That is unhealthy. There's nothing wrong with a big woman. There's nothing wrong with a thick woman. But let me tell you something. If you're out of breath simply from getting up from the chair, that is a no-no. That's your liability at that point, and you need help. Stop it. Go get some help. And then last but not
Least.
women on a dating app. Okay, I'm mad now.
What?
I'm mad now.
How? The,
I'm mad. Okay. As you know, we don't walk on eggshells here, right? I have to call these
absurd.
men out because for every list that you fuckers made, you would fuck every single shorty with that on their tag. That's crazy.
That's insane.
You're talking out your ass. That whole
Don't date
list,
a woman that's on a dating app.
hello.
That's how people
But-
want
but-
to find
but-
love.
But not only that, I think that's the taboo of how we have gotten so far into socializing and dating. Think about your relationship, for instance, right? You value it because it has intimacy,
Mm-hmm.
and most importantly, it has respect and it
Trust,
has
communication.
privacy.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's all people really need. Because if you notice on both lists, everything they complain about is something that compares to the next. And that's the issue. It used to be a point where for things to work, yo, you escaped. You just did you. You didn't worry about, like, again, men my age, I think I told you why I don't give a fuck about your body count.
Mm-hmm.
What I care about, and I think I speak for a lot of gentlemen out here, we don't want no whore who has more fucking miles than the 350, but we don't want you to make us look bad, especially in a situation where we can't defend ourselves. Allow me to explain, right? I can't believe I'm saying this. You could fucking have 20 bodies for all I care. However, I don't care. I'm not going to ask you. I care about the caliber of men of what you've been with. Now, if you've been with some cornballs and some losers, yeah, I'm look at you different. But also, I'm 36. You lived your life. You have experience. It would be hypocritical for me to think, oh, yo, she's a good church girl. Like, no, man. If I've gone through mad women to try to find the right one, I'm assuming you've gone through mad dudes trying to find the right one. This whole thing of, oh, your body count, I think it's the most stupidest shit ever. And if that bothers you truly, I don't look at you as a man. I look at you as a child. What are you going to do? Take a shorty like, yeah, look how bad my shorty is. And she only has four bodies. You're going to show that off to the dude? Like, stop, bro. Like, that shit's crazy. What do you think about that?
About body counts?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you made a good point last time that we had talked about this.
Mhm.
Like, if somebody has like an insane high amount of body count, that could raise some red flags because you know that person has been around a lot, so maybe they're desensitized to like pleasure.
Yeah.
So it's
a
like
lot
if
of
you're
dick.
with someone, you know, it's not going to be as good for at least for them.
Well,
and I'm like, I didn't even think about that. Like, that's a good point.
Well, I'm not going to say names. You know this person. And it's not only on women. I had to check my boy. He kept fucking around. And I told him, like, bro, you kind of want to chill out. He's like, oh, what do you mean? He's like, oh, I'm just getting it in. I'm like, you're going to get to a point where you have fucked so many shorties and you're going to find that one chick that you honestly like her for her personality and everything, but it's not going to work because you have so much sexual experience that she's going to seem mediocre or boring to none. And that's exactly what happened. Men need to understand something, guys. It's not just women out here. The more you creep around and fuck around, the more you find out, because you could be a playboy all you want, but here's the truth. You're going to be satisfied. If you could taste every fucking food in the world, you're going to continue tasting. You're not going to be complacent to what you got already because you always know there's more. But guess what? It catches up to you at the end of the day. With that being said, I know I went on a rant.
Like you always do.
Yes, I do.
But it's
yes, I
okay.
do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I want to say this to you guys. Make sure you guys have a safe Halloween coming up, yo. Obviously, when's Halloween? Tuesday?
Yes.
You know, make sure that you guys are safe. And I want to say something to our viewers too. Listen, bro. If you see a 16-year-old knocking on your door asking for candy, don't clown him, bro. Let him live.
Teenagers want free
Yo,
candy too.
You know, they're staying out of trouble. They're not egging nothing. They're just living their life. Don't be a bully and be like, oh, you're too old to be trick-or-treating. Because the same dude you're telling that to could be the one robbing your car. Let them live. Let them be great. Be
Yeah.
humble. Watch your kids. Make sure that you know, pay attention to that advisory. You know, this is one of those situations where every Halloween it gets scarier and scarier. Just to let you guys know, be out there on costume tomorrow. We're going to be at the beach at Drum Circle. Your man's is going to be in hoodie. Are you going as a giraffe tomorrow?
I'm not getting my giraffe costume all sandy.
but you can call it Sandy Cheeks. Mhm. Get your mind out the
I
gutter,
bought a
Sandy.
pink wig from Goodwill, so I might just wear that. It doesn't really fit because it's kind of small, but I'll probably wear it just funsies.
I'm going as a bear, and then I'm going as this, and then I'm gonna put lights in it so I look like I'm reflecting shit.
I'll probably just put this in my car because I don't ever want to take this off. It's just comfortable for you guys.
So definitely make sure this is your first time you hit that like and subscribe button, yo. We got more things coming to the mix, yo. Holiday
Yeah.
season is gonna be crazy. And as you know, man, Nate, where can they find you?
All right, you guys, you can find me on Instagram. My name, Natalie, 2 I's, 2 E's, _01.
What fuck you doing? The hand. Do you do?
01
What did you do?
_01. It's to give the visualization.
Yeah, you know what I do? Yeah,
What the fuck was that?
I have arthritis. Oh, with that being said, it's your gearhead, Mr. Logic. You can find me at Logic142 on Instagram, yo. And for the holiday season, yo, we're gonna try to come up with a few factors, yo. Hand out some gift cards, yo. Get you guys going on. Hit us up in
We
the
got big
comment
things going
section.
on.
Let us know what topics you want to talk about.
Yeah,
and
let
we
us
also
know.
have a few guests coming on. So you know it's gonna be crazy before we close out. So as
Yeah.
you know, this is one thing for sure,
Two things for certain.
And yeah, I know.
Woo!
Like I said, Shorty said I look cute today. So
Hella cute
I'm
today. Hella cute. Put the music back on when we close out.
yeah, I was losing speed. I'm sorry. I apologize.